Warning, this video contains spoiler alerts.
Kaiju No. 8, one of the best monster anime since Attack on Titan. From the action to the comedy, this story just has you waiting for more. In this video, we will recap and review Kaiju No. 8 Season 1 with a few details from the manga. Again, this video has spoilers, so it's up to you whether or not you want to learn more now or wait for July 2025. This can also be a refresher for those of you who've read the manga. This is only part 1 of a 3-part review with 1 video per season. I hope you enjoy and find this video informative, and be sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this and much more. Now let's get right into it. So what is Kaiju No. 8? For you newcomers, it's a story that was created by Naoya Matsumoto and will end on chapter 129 with a lot of action in store for us. The story is about a man named Kafka Hibono whose dream was to become part of the Japanese anti-kaiju defense force after his hometown was devastated by a kaiju attack when he was in elementary school. He wanted to join the defense force so he wouldn't have to see his friends suffer by the hands of the kaiju, and the same is said even after he joins the defense force. This was a promise made to his childhood friend Mina Ashio to join the defense force and destroy the kaiju side by side. However, not everyone's futures go the way they planned. Mina was accepted into the defense force on a first attempt while Kafka failed 12 times until the dream he had started to freak out. He joined a kaiju disposal company called Monster Sweepers Inc. and had been there for years. When he was 32 years old, he met a boy who joined the company as a trainee, Reno Ichikawa. Reno helped him rekindle his hope of joining the defense force at his late age. The two quickly became good friends who looked out for each other throughout the series. Before we head into Season 1, let's explore something that most fans noticed about Kaiju No. 8. On their first time seeing the show, many people said that it seemed similar to Attack on Titan, which was one of the best anime back in the 2010s. Let's look at what was similar between the two stories. We all know what Attack on Titan was about. Eren Yeager hated the Titans and wanted to destroy all of them. He wanted to join the Scouts regiment to help destroy the Titans. And that determination only grew after Wall Maria fell and his mother was eaten by a titan in front of him while they were escaping. But we all know that the setting and tone of Attack on Titan is much different compared to Kaiju No. 8. Attack on Titan is more grim compared to the comedy in Kaiju No. 8. These aspects of the stories is what made both shows seem similar. Both Eren and Kafka wanted to find the monsters and join the military to help destroy them. Both had it difficult trying to pass the training before being accepted into the military. Both Mikasa and Mina surpassed Kafka and Eren in skill and ability with a guarantee in joining the military. Both Eren and Kafka became a monster similar to the ones they vowed to eliminate, with Eren turning into the Attack Titan and Kafka turning into the Kaiju No. 8. Eren and Kafka became targets by the military but was soon used as a weapon to aid in eliminating the monsters. But we all know that there were many differences between the shows and the outcomes of each of these similarities, like the time frame of the events in the story and the relationships between the characters. Now for Season 1. I know that everyone watching has seen Season 1 more than once within the year since Season 1 had ended. Season 1 consisted of the first 38 chapters and first 4 arcs of the manga. In The Man Who Became a Kaiju arc, chapters 1 to 11, it introduced the defense force and Kafka Hibono. After a day of work, Reno came to thank Kafka for helping him on his first day and tell Kafka that the age cap for registration was now 33 years. However, before they could leave, they were ambushed by a Yoju and Kafka risked his life to save Reno, teaching him what it means to be a real hero. Then they were saved by the 3rd Division and taken to the hospital. There, Kafka was turned into a kaiju and was given the special code name Kaiju No. 8. Him and Reno escaped into an evacuated area and encountered another kaiju similar to the one from yesterday. After saving a little girl and her mother from the kaiju, Kafka got his first civilian supporter and decided to take the exam. After passing round 1, round 2 was split into 2 parts. He met Kikoru Shinomiya and became her companion after he saved her life at the end of the second part of the exams when Kaiju No. 9 appeared and resurrected all the dead kaiju. Kafka revealed his secret to her and she promised to keep it a secret. She even vowed to be the one to subjugate him if he turned out to be another kaiju bent on bringing destruction to humanity. Kaiju No. 8 has a fortitude of 9.8, one of the most powerful Daikaiju power readings in history, and Kaiju No. 9's was 8.5. After the exams, Kafka was accepted as a cadet for Vice Captain Soshino Hoshina's squad for his experience in kaiju disposal, despite having a release force of 0%. But I think the most likely reason it came out as 0% was because Kaiju No. 8 already had all the release force in his transformation rather than in Kafka himself. Kafka quickly started to bond with everyone and felt like part of the 3rd Division. In the Sagamihara Neutralization Operation at Daybreak arc, chapters 12 to 23, Kafka was given his first mission after studying late at night when he challenged Hoshina to his position beside Captain Ashuro. He was part of the last line of defense against a fungus-type kaiju created by Kaiju No. 9. After Reno along with Iharu Furuhashi were attacked by Kaiju No. 9 and communication was blocked, Kafka transformed into Kaiju No. 8 and went over to protect them. He had his first fight with Kaiju No. 9, but it was interrupted when some soldiers reported to Hoshina. Kaiju No. 8 got away after he couldn't go after No. 9 when he disappeared into thin air. No. 8 ran into Hoshina and remembered how easily he defeated the Yoju from earlier. He tried to avoid fighting Hoshina at all costs and escaped just in time before anyone realized that Kafka was missing. In Raid on Tachikawa Base arc, chapters 24 to 32, a party was held to celebrate their first successful mission and for Reno and Iharu being discharged from the hospital. Kafka was announced to be accepted as an officer of the 3rd Division, but then another incident happened. The coordinated attack against the 3rd Division's Tachikawa base was launched by several Honju-class kaiju, with Kaiju No. 10 leading them. This attack was actually orchestrated by No. 9. Kafka tried to help where he could and was tempted many times to transform, but No. 10's transformation was so powerful that even Kafka in his human form was affected by his transformation. Thankfully, Mina had returned from headquarters and handled No. 10 before Kafka could fully transform. However, he had no choice but to fully transform and reveal his secret to everyone when he had to save the base from the Yoju bomb, which was equivalent to a nuclear bomb that would have wiped out most of Tokyo. After the explosion, Kaiju No. 8 was captured by the 3rd Division. In Kaiju No. 8 captured arc, chapters 33 to 39, Kafka is transported to the Defense Force headquarters to await his fate. Mina and some of the others tried to do what they could to get Kafka to be seen as innocent and that he wasn't a threat to anyone. Even Kikoru went to her father directly about it, but found out from an x-ray that Kafka's heart was actually a kaiju core. Chief Commander of the Defense Force, Iso Shinomiya, wanted to test whether or not his daughter's words were true and pushed Kafka to the limit to fight him. But fighting Numbers Weapon No. 2 made his body act like he was fighting a real Daikaiju. The small kaiju took over his mind with its urge to kill the kaiju it was sensing, and Kafka lost control of himself. Kafka fought back before it was too late and collapsed after telling Iso that he was not Kaiju No. 8 but Kafka Hibono. Though many were opposed to the idea, Iso decided that Kaiju No. 8 would be more useful alive than being weaponized by saying that No. 8 can be controlled, and it was the right thing to do, otherwise the Defense Force would have lost to Kaiju No. 9 at their major battle in Tachikawa. I'm not sure why some people don't like the opening for season 1 when it's very interesting. The music for both intro and outro are beautiful, and the way it fits perfectly into the story is genius when you listen to what the songs are saying. For the intro, it starts by showing the evolution of kaiju by the energy that No. 9 was harvesting to create kaiju from an underwater chasm between two tectonic plates. This point was introduced in chapter 58 of the manga computer. Then it goes on to show the evolution of kaiju genetics, research being conducted in a Defense Force laboratory, and how Kaiju No. 8 was formed genetically. The song fits well into this because in episode 12, when Kafka was being taken over by the small kaiju inside of him that was reacting to the Daikaiju weapon number 2 that Aizo Shinomiya was wearing. He was eaten and shown to be sinking into a black hole abyss until Mina pulled him out, just like the song says. Though I will admit that the 3D number 8 in the intro did get me the first time, when the 3D intro was both unique and artistic. Now for the outro. It only shows Okonogi looking through pictures on a rather old computer for that time period. But the song gives a more deeper meaning when it was actually talking about Mina's support for Kafka when she wanted to prove that he was still human in episode 11. She was even relieved when his disposal was deferred. Now to discuss some of my favorite moments of season 1 of Kaiju No. 8. We all have to agree that the funniest episode for the season was episode 2. What I find was the funniest moment in that episode was when No. 8 and Reno were trying to escape from the hospital and were running towards the evacuated section of the city. Every moment was hilarious. Don't get me started on the part where he opened the hospital window to escape, but I find this was even funnier.
That really is still you in there, right, sir?
Frankly, I don't even know myself at this point!
Oh, did you switch to some kind of special mode?
Dude, I have no idea what I did!
Now, episode 12 was definitely the most action-packed with that fight between No. 8 and Chief Commando Aizo Shinomiya, where Kafka lost control of himself because he sensed the Daikaiju in Number's weapon number 2. Now for a little game. Can you identify which episodes these pictures belong to? Let me know down in the comment section below if you figured it out. Now we all can't forget No. 8's entrance when he came to save Reno and Iharu from No. 9 in episode 7. I gave a very satisfying punch to No. 9. Comment down below if you agree or tell me what you think was the best moment of season 1 if you don't. And the aura moment. We all know in every anime, the main character always has its aura moment. To me, I think there were 2 aura moments in season 1. One in episode 11 and the other in episode 12. Comment which one was your favorite. Now for those of us who know the manga, we know that it was basically the same as the show, but the show did add and change a few scenes that aren't in the manga. They even changed some of the words in the dialogue. For example, Hoshina's second sword sign was called Revenge in the manga, and the show changed it to Return. Hoshina is actually my favorite character in Kaiju No. 8 after Kafka in No. 8. People say that he's just a copy of Zoro from One Piece, but I'm a fan of swordplay and Zoro is my favorite character from One Piece. So Hoshina gets top spot after Kafka, and his aura is also very intriguing. What I also appreciate about this show is how they've really taken all their fans into consideration. When I first watched Kaiju No. 8, I noticed that during the fight scenes with flashing lights, they actually dimmed the lighting so fans suffering with epilepsy would not be affected and really enjoyed the show just like everyone else. I'm also among that fan base, so we are very grateful to Production IG for taking us into consideration. Alright guys, this is the end of part 1 of Kaiju No. 8 review. Next time we will be looking at what to expect for season 2. I will also be doing a review like this of what we got from season 2 of Kaiju No. 8 after all of it has been released. Make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell to be notified of part 2.